welcome to MetroArts. I'm your host, Nagsheen Naseeb. Here on MetroArts, we highlight some of the best in the business, from fine artists, photographers, to performing artists, to cinematographers and musical artists, all from the Metro Detroit area. On today's show, we have the Artistic Director of Spotlight Dance Works, Liz Schmidt, the President of the Carr Cultural Arts Center, Oliver Ragsdale Jr., and hip-hop artist, Drew 32. MetroArts would like to welcome Liz Schmidt to the Midtown Studios. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
So you're the Artistic Director of the Spotlight Dance Works in Chesterfield. How did your passion for dance begin?
Well, I started dancing when I was 3. My mom noticed that I was always dancing around and making up my own dances to songs at home, so she brought me in for some real training. And I danced all through high school, started a pre-professional program when I was in middle school. And I loved it. I felt more at home at dance than I was at home. And I found that I just felt more myself when I was dancing or teaching dance.
So it was a big comfort thing.
It was a huge comfort for me, and I felt really loved and appreciated, and I felt that I could really grow with it. So when I graduated high school, I went to college for dance, got my degree in dance. I ended up with getting my degree from Wayne State University and started my studio when I was 18 years old.
That's awesome. Okay, so your background and training is in what exactly?
I trained in all styles growing up. So I did a lot of ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, contemporary, and then in college, a lot of ballet and a lot of modern.
Everything.
So everything, more ballet modern end of things than anything else, but I grew up doing everything.
Okay, so what does the title Artistic Director encompass?
As Artistic Director of Spotlight, I am in charge of planning the whole program, setting all the curriculum for the dancers who just come one day a week to take one hip hop class or one ballet class, through my pre-professional program, which are kids who are at the studio 5 days a week, taking 20 classes a week.
Wow.
So planning the curriculum, hiring the staff. I also do a lot of choreography, and then just working with the kids and getting them to the level where they want to be.
So you're all over.
I do everything. I do a lot.
You do
I have
everything.
a lot of help too. There's a lot of people who work for me, and they're all awesome too. I have some of the best.
So what is the mission of Spotlight Dance Works?
At Spotlight Dance Works, we feel it's most important to love what you're doing and to find your passion in dance. So as opposed to just learning a routine and going at the end of the year and performing it, our main focus is to make sure that each kid leaves not only knowing a dance, but knowing how to be a dancer and knowing what it means to be a dancer, and just really truly loving dance.
Do you think they leave with a lot more confidence than they came in with? Or what exactly do you feel when they leave?
Oh, for sure. I feel that one of the main things I focus on is building their confidence as an individual, building their confidence as an artist, feeling with their technical background that they could do anything they wanted.
So does it make you feel good when you see that they're excited?
Oh, yeah. There's nothing better than seeing a kid grow, or watching a kid improve, or watching a kid who at the beginning of the year was introverted and not sure, and then by a few months through, they're always saying, watch me do this, is this right, is this, where they're just so hungry to learn and to grow.
So they're not shy to show you anymore, correct?
Right, yeah.
So is it boys and girls, or is it just certain classes for certain?
It's mostly girls. I just think the culture where we are in Detroit, it's really not as accepted for men, but we do have some very serious young boys and male dancers who have gone on to do. I have people dancing in LA, people dancing in Germany, people dancing in New York, and men and women. So, it's both.
So what's the toughest part with teaching maybe the youngest child to the oldest, or if you have them for like a long time?
Well, the youngest, we start the dancers at 3 years old.
Wow.
And when they're that age, it's more about just getting them to enjoy the class. So they're coming in and they're learning ballet or they're learning a creative movement style, but getting them to stay focused on the task or to even sometimes come into the room is a big deal for a 3-year-old, to get away from their parents. So getting them to feel comfortable with you as a teacher, to be able to feel comfortable dancing.
So when they come in, do they ask for a specific type of dance they want to learn, or do they just get a variety of everything?
You can sign up for, when you're 3, you sign up for either a ballet class and you just take that class one time a week all year. And then once you get older, you expand on more styles. And with each age group, it presents its own challenges. So from 3 to 18, you're dealing with such a wide range of kids and such a wide range of lifestyle. So
what's your favorite type of dance?
My favorite type of dance is contemporary dance, which is kind of a blend of all styles. To me, it's the most free, it's the most interesting, and with all the dance shows on TV right now, it's become really popular, especially with older kids. So I enjoy the most watching kids and teaching kids contemporary.
So you like doing everything?
I mean, I love doing everything.
Everything.
I'll do it all. Yeah.
So recently you just received an award from the university. Can you explain this award?
Yes, I was the 2013 Arts Achievement Honoree for Wayne State University for dance. The award is given to either an alum or a person in the community that they feel is representing the arts programs, that's contributing to arts in Detroit, and this year it was me.
They felt you were all
I
over.
guess, yeah. It was a huge surprise, and it was a great honor, and it's something that I'll always remember.
It's a good feeling to maybe tell your students.
Yes. Oh yeah, they know.
So they get confidence, like, I have the best teacher ever.
Yeah, and actually I was also named by Dance Teacher Magazine last year, Dance Teacher of the Year Award for Private Studios. So it's been like an amazing year.
Awesome.
The kids are, yeah, everyone's just really excited. It's always surprising, but I'm so...
Good surprises.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So what other projects are you currently working on?
Well, aside from the studio, which is the 99% of my time, I perform with a Detroit-based modern company called Take Root. I teach at intensives around the world, around the country, and also in Canada. We've been doing stuff where we're teaching contemporary, and I'm doing it with other artists. One is Detroit-based, Sonia Taya, and a few other of our friends from around the country. That's a big deal to me, and we feel we have a good mission with that. We're really trying to push kids. Overall
great mission with the company, right?
Yeah.
So where can someone find you if they want to maybe join or contact you?
We have a website. It's www.spotlightdanceworks.net. We have a Facebook, we have a Twitter, and if you Google us, you can find that website. Class information, or there's multiple videos online of my students dancing, performances and choreography.
So we can find you.
It's easy to find.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for watching Metro Arts on Detroit Public Television. In this segment of Metro Arts, we're going to focus on the Carr Cultural Arts Center in Detroit. Let's begin with a video about the center.
I think there's something in the water. Because we have so many artists and the creative base is so deep, it makes Detroit a very unique place that's very different than many other communities. I am Oliver Ragsdale, Jr. I'm the president of the Arts League of Michigan and the Virgil H. Carr Cultural Arts Center. The Carr Center opened in July of 2009. There could not have been a worse economic time to open a brand new center like this. But in the 2 years that the Carr Center has been open, we've had 221 artists who have exhibited works. We've had 50 dance performances. 76 community organizations have used the space. The things that we are doing here are catalytic in galvanizing a community and giving a community a home. They are catalytic in being able to create a voice for artists who do not have access to world-class facilities at a price that is affordable, in a location that is desirable, and that has a special kind of energy and spirit to it.
And now we'd like to welcome the president of the center, Oliver Ragsdale Jr., to the Midtown Studios. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Now, the video gave us a lot of background information of the center. How did the vision come together to create it?
Well, our board began this journey back in 2001, 2002 of looking at a void that existed in the community where artists could come together with community, interact in a way, and give artists a place to work, give community a place to come and really understand and demystify the arts. And that got us to the Carr Center.
So like a big collaboration of everyone.
A lot of thinking from a lot of different audiences, whether they were students, whether they were artists, whether they were community members, professionals and civic leaders all had input into what has evolved into the great vision.
Okay, so with the center being in the theater district, what exactly do you think this contributes to the community?
I think that the center serves as the 21st century catalyst. You know, back when the Gym Theater was moved into the district, when David D. Carr spearheaded the development of the Detroit Opera House, now the Carr Center is the bullseye. It's right in the center of all of the activity, and we're sort of the catalytic piece to move us and move our neighborhood and the area forward in the 21st century.
So everyone's going to see it no matter where they go.
That's the goal.
So with it, what type of programs are there for the community?
Well, we have three major programs, what we call our core programs. One is what we call the Artist Hub, where artists come into the building and do a wide variety of things. They could be a dance company or a choreographer who's creating a new piece. It could be a jazz musician who needs a place to rehearse. It could be a visual artist who wants to come in or who needs to come in and have a place to create a new work. So the idea is to create a hub and a lot of activity that emanates out of the building into the neighborhood, into the streets. We have an academy, we call it the Carr Center Arts Academy, where we're training young people in all of the disciplines. One of the unique things about the Carr Center is that it's a multidiscipline building. So you can come in one day and see dance, come in another day and see music, come in another day and have a literature class, or on the same day, all of those things be happening. So the academy at this point trains kids from 7 years old up through high school. Kids come into the program. Every student who is in the program graduates from high school and goes to college, and 80% of the students who have been in our programs study in college the discipline they study at the Carr Center.
That's awesome.
It's really terrific.
Cool.
And then we have this final program. It's called the Multi-Pass. I like to call it Netflix for the Carr Center. And it's basically a pass that you can buy to come to any program that happens in the Carr Center, that the Carr Center or the Arts League produces, as well as many that are available for our partners. So we have a jazz series. We have a classical series that we call the Classic Carr. We have 8 art exhibitions a year. There are poetry readings and book signings and all those types of things. So with the pass, you can come in and do what you want to do in the building.
So where can an artist go if they want to contribute to this center, if they want to maybe showcase their artwork?
Well, the best thing to do is come and visit, send us their work. If you're a visual artist, we have 8 exhibitions a year, 4 of which we curate, and the other 4 we do with community partners of various organizations and or individuals. If you're a performing artist, there's a space there where you can come in and have a rehearsal. Just contact us. If you want to come in and bring your dance company and rehearse, you can do that. Or the building's also open to the community, which I think is another really important piece, because it's the intersection of a traditional arts and cultural institution with a community center. And that creates a special kind of vibe and hub and buzz.
So you can do everything at this center.
Well, we hope so, within reason, of course.
So how would you describe the artistic community in Detroit?
Vibrant, alive. The only way that you can describe art is art is an alive experience. And right now, Detroit has a very special spirit to it. If you go back to the Motown era and you bring it up to what's happened at a Heidelberg or the festival that we have here, Art X, or the Jazz Festival, it's just a showcase where there's lots of people who want to experience art and a lot of people who want to make art.
Diverse.
Diverse, very diverse, very diverse.
So where can someone go to contact you if they want to
Contact us at the Carr Center, and you just, it's carcenter.org, the Carr Center, thecarcenter.org.
Make sure the.
The is important, thecarcenter.org, to check out the website and to get information. But most importantly, come visit. That's the greatest thing. We have 3 major house rules at the Carr Center. The first one is, whenever you're there, have a great experience.
Of course.
The second one is, because you had a great experience, you keep coming back. The third one is, because you had a great experience and you keep coming back, bring somebody with you. And don't forget, we need your support.
So it's going to triple.
Hey.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.
It was fun.
Thank you. And you're watching Metro Arts on Detroit Public Television. Our next guest is hip-hop artist Drew32. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Definitely.
So you're a Greek-American rapper, which doesn't really fit the mold of a hip-hop artist. How did you get started in the game, and does your heritage play a role in this?
I'm definitely proud of my heritage. You know, my whole family's Greek, so I'm proud of that. I can't really say it plays a role. Like, I don't rap in Greek or anything like that, but you know, I got started at a young age. I made my first song when I was like 9 or 10 years old, and got my hands on some recording software when I was young, and was producing probably by the time I was like 13. So I got started at a young age, and I can't really say that Greek music has really, you know, been in my music, but it inspires me a little bit, and you know, I've definitely been exposed to it in churches, you know, Greek festivals, weddings, stuff like that. So I'm definitely proud of my Greek heritage.
So maybe it'll make you the first Greek.
Yeah, I'll take that on, definitely.
So you've performed with a lot of big artists and at venues all over. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I've opened up for J. Cole. I did a show with Gym Class Heroes, Kurt Cobain's New Boys. I've performed at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, the Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah. I performed in Missouri. I've even performed in Greece before. So I'm trying to perform. Definitely, I really like performing. So it's fun every time you do one of these bigger shows. It's fun. I like feeding off the energy from the crowd and everything. So
do you have a specific maybe favorite venue or where it's been live? And
yeah. I mean, one of the most energizing shows was when I opened up for J. Cole at the Royal Oak Music Theater, and that was just, it was ridiculous. It was packed, and that was a really fun show. I also enjoyed when I mentioned I performed in Greece. I performed at this place called Akrotiri Boutique in Glyfada, Athens, and that was just, yeah, it was just, the venue was like on the beach. So like,
That's awesome.
It was like half indoor, half outdoor, and it was a really cool experience.
Okay, so you're a prolific writer. So tell me about your writing process and what exactly inspires you to write your songs.
I try to write, you know, as much as I can, and most of the time I'm on my phone, really. So I got the iPhone, I'll be on my notepad, and I just try to write, you know, whatever comes to my mind, even if it's just like a little short line or two. And then when I actually come, you know, sit down to make a song, that's when I'll like write it all out, either on a piece of paper, or I'll, you know, continue to write it out.
So throughout the days, you have different thoughts that just come up in your head.
Yeah.
And then you just make it a song.
Definitely.
Okay. So what is it like to have one of your songs, I Am King, on ESPN's First Take?
That was awesome because, you know, my first love growing up was basketball. I wanted to be like Michael Jordan, you know, and so, you know, I've always been watching sports growing up, and I've always liked watching ESPN, Sports Center, you know, and now I watch First Take because my song's on there. Yeah, so I got it all DVR. Basically, what ESPN reached out to my manager, and they emailed him and wanted to use some songs. So we sent him over like 4 songs, and they used I Am King, my song New Level, my song Live It Up, and like, yeah. And New Level and I Am King were on First Take basically throughout the entire month of February, every day, including Super Bowl Sunday. So that was
That's
really
pretty
fun.
big.
Yeah, that was cool.
So you're a young talent on the rise. What is it like to, how is it to stay grounded with all the fans trying to like maybe contact you or reach out to you in every way?
I mean, I definitely have a good team that supports me around me. So, my manager, Mark Hicks, DJ Head is definitely been an influence on me as well. Shout outs to Be Smooth, my hype man, my band that I perform live with, occasionally. And, my dad has been really supportive as well.
Family.
Yeah, my mom has been,
Always.
my brother, everyone's definitely supportive. So that's how I really, stay grounded and helps me keep going.
So what's next for Drew 32?
I'm working on songs right now. I'm working on my next mixtape, so that's probably what's next for me. I want to do some more, some more live shows and stuff. So I'm constantly working. So who knows? Definitely some big things, hopefully.
Okay, and you're gonna do a song for us live.
Yeah.
And it's called New Level. I know you talked about it earlier, but can you explain it
Yeah.
in depth?
New Level was a song I did. I produced it, wrote it. It's featuring Shorty the Prince. You may know him from BET 106 in Park now, and I linked up with him while he was still a radio host in Detroit. So he's definitely, one of my friends now, and the song is dope. It's like a party, kind of like a party vibe to it, kind of club feel, but it's also got an inspirational tone to it because you want to be like on a new level,
You wanna
like
feel
take,
it.
yeah, like take. It's kind of inspiring to take whatever you're doing up a notch. So that's the song, and it's fun. So
All right. Well,
hopefully
thank you
guys
so
will
much
enjoy
for
it.
joining us today.
Thank you for
And
having
I
me.
can't wait to
appreciate it.
hear.
Definitely.
And up next, a live performance by Drew 32.
Yo, let's go. It's Drew 32. Be smooth. DJ Head on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
MetroArts Detroit. What's up?
I'm on a new level. Yeah. I'm on a new level.
They all be like, who's this? Now I'm going stupid. You know I'm on that new tip. I walk in the club with two chicks. Don't front, you know they look good. High heels, better than I know you like them too. One follow by letters zeros. Yeah, my checks look just like you do. Yeah, I be like, get the heck out my ear. They say, Drew, you got that crazy flow. Well, turn me up in your radio. Let the speakers bang. Let that youngin' do his thing. Yeah, I'm on a new level. I don't ever play games. See, I'm gon' make a milli, then take it to the crib. See, I'm gon' make a belly, then I'ma do it big. Yeah, my flow so sick, go get the nurses. Get talk flow when I bless this verses. I don't really get it, I can be this fly and at the same time be down to earth. Crystal ball, I'm staring in. Yep, I'm on that pharaoh tip. Tracks on tracks on tracks. Step back, then you look at the railroad shit. Walk in the party, ain't nobody ill as me.
Yeah.
3 words,
Yeah.
1 or 2 infinity.
I say I got a lot of lovers and I got a lot of haters. If you ain't talking money, I have to see you later. Hold up, where you at? I'm on a new level. Where you at? I'm on a new level. I got a lot of lovers and I got a lot of haters. If you ain't talking money, I have to see you later. Hold up, where you at? I'm on a new level. Where you at? I'm on a new level.
There's no reason, I guess that I was chose. I'm a kick rocks, I'm a kick flows. I'm on a new level, homie, all the girls know. They ain't messing with no amateurs, you know they wanna blow. You know, quarter to infinity, yeah, we before our time. Detroit above the brim, yeah, that's the bottom line. We in a new era, that you ain't occupied.
Yeah.
Can't put me in the box, 'cause I'm too out of line.
I got a lot of lovers and I got a lot of haters. If you ain't talking money, I have to see you later. Hold up, where you at? I'm on a new level. Where you at? I'm on a new level. I got a lot of lovers and I got a lot of haters. If you ain't talking money, I have to see you later. Hold up, where you at? I'm on a new level. Where you at? I'm on a new level.
Yeah, my name is Drew 32. I'm here to do another little quick freestyle for you guys. Quick verse, some stuff I've been working on, some new stuff. I want to take the time to thank our MetroArts Detroit for letting me be here. Appreciate you guys. This DJ Head, the legendary DJ Head. Here we go. Yeah. Look, I'm hotter than the sauna. Arriving on the scene, rocking everything designer. I'm a 90s baby persona, a prima donna. My first vote cast was for Obama. My best friend's family is from Ghana, and I swear I love my mama, but sometimes she drives me insane and makes me wanna just and I'm a piranha. These rappers ain't up honest. I'm an anaconda. I need checks with 2 commas. My girl gotta look like Rihanna. Yeah, these haters act hard, but sweet on the inside. That's a pinata. QTI till I die. Yeah, you should be repping it. I've been on my J.O.B. No Old Testament. Never wiping them. No, I'm fighting my foes. I'm writing like it's my vice. Y'all Joe biting my flows. Peace.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show. I would like to thank our guests, Liz Schmidt, Oliver Ragsdale Jr., and Drew 32 for joining us today. I'm your host on MetroArts, Nagshin Nassif, reminding you that art is an international language we can all support.